welcome to the Mama's Boys podcast, where we talk about anything ranging from anime to video games to whatever else the fuck they want to talk about. Starring your hosts, Tommy J and Raymond. Be warned, there may be spoilers for anime, manga, and video games you may or may not have already watched or played. If you want to continue to support us, please subscribe below, click the notification bell, and watch the episodes as they drop every Monday.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Mama's Boys podcast. Get ready to shit yourself because shit is going down in the Ukraine. Before we get to that, allow me to introduce myself. I'm your host, Tommy, and I'm joined today by your favorite co-host, Raymond. How you doing, Raymond?
I'm doing really well today. It's it's a pretty good day. Obviously, the direct came out when the 9th, so I was very excited about that. As well as this week's just been really good in general, you know?
I don't know. Do tell.
Yeah, I will.
I'm sorry.
I've been basically putting together, buying parts and stuff to build a little acoustic studio in my room. So that's going good, getting all the, it's kind of like the moving blankets, the ones with the holes and you hang them up. They kind of hang up like shower curtains and stuff. I don't know. Anyway, they're pretty thick. So I'm just, putting that together, and hopefully that'll be done in the next week or two. Some more stuff coming in, so I'm really excited, because right now I'm just recording in my room and just in the middle of it, and I know there's probably a lot of reverb or echo or whatever, or at least there is my voiceover auditions and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited for that, as well as at work this week. I think I already told you, but everybody was freaking out because I think Kevin Hart was there just walking around.
Damn. Did you get his autograph?
No, I didn't get his autograph,
Take any pictures?
No, I can't. My boss told me I couldn't. He said if I take any pictures, he's going to take my job. So I couldn't.
Tyranny.
Absolute tyranny.
That's bullshit.
But other than that, didn't really get too many voiceover auditions done the past 2 weeks because I've been just busy trying to put this boost together, as well as I just got really lazy because work's been a hassle.
Mm-hmm.
And just got back into my workout routine as well, because I don't know, I guess it's kind of been on and off ever since I left the real, how do I say it, since COVID first started, it's been on and off because, I've been switching gyms and stuff because of the different places I've been living and stuff,
Right.
But now
It's hard to buckle down and stick to one thing for a long period of time because life is too hectic right now.
Yeah, exactly. Basically. But now it's very, it's very stable now, so I can finally get into it. Yeah, and now I'm going to, it used to be LA Fitness, but they call it eSporta.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I've been going to that one. Anyway, what about you? How has your week been? What you been up to?
Well, I'm glad you asked because most of my entire week, aside from just sitting down and reading books and being lazy, I've just been kind of slack-jawed watching the news, because that goes into our topic of the stuff going on in the Ukraine. That stuff's scary. Putin, he's playing. Putin's playing a wild game of Clash Royale.
Shoot.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. I was gonna say, it's pretty crazy what's going on in there. When I first, saw the news about that, I didn't think too much of it, yet until I saw all the memes going around, and then Biden and President Macron talking to Putin and stuff, and it doesn't seem like anything's helping. But it kind of seems like there might be a war, over
no, definitely
freaking Ukraine's freedom.
Yeah, honestly, especially with like the new stuff coming out recently. We've tried using diplomacy and stuff with Putin, and you know, people have tried reasoning with him. I think what was it, the French Prime Minister or something like that, or I don't know if he was the guy, but the Ukrainian Prime Minister, the American president, and their guys, and our government and everything. We've been trying to use diplomacy to make him knock it off, and it was funny because for a quick second there, we almost fell for his trick. Putin was like, "Yeah, don't worry, guys, we're backing up now," and we were like, "Oh, okay." But then satellite imagery shows that he's just sent like 5,000 more troops to the border.
He sent his giants and his archers.
Yes, no, straight up, you know. And so and we were just like, it's funny because it's like, does he not know? Why does he act like satellite imagery doesn't exist? And then everyone's like, no, everyone called bullshit on what he said there, and he was like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. We're still backing up. Continues to advance like 7 miles towards the border of the Ukraine, and now
Yep.
they're apparently shelling the Ukraine, which means they're at war right now.
Yeah. I mean, basically,
So-
and the president of Ukraine made that video that he put out. I think it was his like Twitter or his Facebook, whatever it was.
Mhm.
He said that his inside intel said that Putin was attacking on Wednesday, and I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was last Wednesday. He was talking about last Wednesday, and of course they didn't attack, or so far as we knew. But I'm pretty sure they were still advancing to their territory.
Oh no, they've advanced to a point where they're pretty much at war now. Like, there's a whole kindergarten that was shelled, which mean you know what shelling means, right?
Oh yeah, we about to get shelled, dog.
Yeah, straight up. And so this whole entire kindergarten pretty much got blown to pieces. And that's because Russia's trying to provoke Ukraine to fight back, and that way they can be like, they fought us first, so we're going to war.
It's like they can't on 4K. They can't. They can't. This reminds me of the war with what was it? Nagorno-Karabakh, between the Armenian people and the Azerbaijan people, the Azerians, where all of NATO and everybody recognized the land of Nagorno-Karabakh as the Azerians' land, but the Armenians, they wanted it back. They wanted to take control of it. So they just started fucking just shelling everybody that lived there, dog.
I didn't even know about that.
It was all over the news, like, at least like 2 years ago.
Damn, I'll have to look into that for sure. But yeah, that's pretty much what's been going down in the Ukraine. Speaking of shells, though, I want to get to our next topic.
What do we got to talk about that involves shells?
Coconuts.
So you're gonna say Mario Kart or something?
No, coconuts. I was I don't know. I was just surfing the web, right? It was just it was a nice, comfortable evening for me, and I was laying in bed. I was probably scrolling through Reddit or something. I don't know. And I came across a picture of a coconut, and then I thought, damn, that coconut looks good because it was cut open, right, and has that nice white flesh on the inside. And I thought, don't those things have milk in them? And well, they do. But it's not that they have milk in them; they actually have water in them, and they make the milk out of the size. But that's besides the point, right? So then I went online and I looked up coconuts and like what they are, and I was just I don't know why I had this strange, quick fascination with coconuts, and I thought to myself, a coconut has hair, and it produces milk. And what else has hair and produces milk, Raymond?
A hooker.
No, I mean yes, but God damn it, yes. But mammals have hair and produce milk, which leads me to the question of the day: is a coconut a mammal?
You know goddamn well it ain't no fucking mammal.
But why? Why is it not a mammal then? Explain that to me.
Because that bitch ain't producing live young.
I mean, that's fair, but I want more than that.
There's no titty on a coconut.
Then what is a coconut? What is a
Coconut's
coconut?
a goddamn fruit, and you knew this.
No, I'm looking this up. What is a coconut? Yeah, it's a fruit. All right, well, I guess that was settled.
You're not gonna fight back? You're not gonna fight back?
No, I just looked it up and it's a fruit, and I it's funny because I forgot that it was a fruit, but I'm pretty sure it's a mammal because
it's not a
but
mammal.
it has to be.
It was a fruit.
But it produces milk and it has hair.
Yeah, like I said,
The coconut has
so does
mammary
a-
glands. I'm just kidding. It doesn't have mammary glands.
Yeah.
It doesn't produce live young, but it does produce seeds. No, yeah, fuck. Okay, yeah, it's a fruit.
Yeah. It's a fucking fruit. It's a fucking fruit.
It was said here, guys, confirmed on the Mama's Boys podcast, episode 5, season 2. Coconuts are fruit, not a mammal. So I'm sorry to disappoint all of you believers out there.
Nah, fuck that shit. But if we're talking about something that's a fruit or that's fruity, you know, I mean, you heard about that beef between Pokimane and Gideon? That shit was wild.
I have heard of that. I have heard about that, but I haven't really. I didn't dive too deep into it. So, like, I don't know. Could you explain what had happened during that conflict?
So what happened was video resurfaced of our girl Pokimane just saying the N-word, just using the slur like she eating candy and shit. And Gideon, what he did was he just exposed it. I think it was either on a YouTube video or on a stream. He just played the video, and everybody saw, and they went and did a hate raid over on Pokimane stream, and they were just bullying the shit out of her. And after that happened, Gideon got banned, and obviously Pokimane wasn't too happy about all the hate raiding. I don't think she really liked Gideon at that point, obviously. But Twitch banned him, unbeknownst to them that it wasn't because of Pokimane that he got banned. But everybody was assuming Pokimane banned him. So Ninja got in touch with Gideon and said he'd see what he could do and stuff. And he went over and asked Pokimane about it. And everybody was thinking that like Ninja was going to go get a representative that he knows inside of Twitch to like help Gideon out. And that's when Pokimane's followers were shitting on Ninja because why help the dude that was trying to get everybody to hate raid Pokimane? But also then it's like a conflicting situation because she said the racial slur and all the communities are like it's just fucking fighting over it. Anyway, she got
Black Lives Matter was at her door.
Oh yeah, you already know. Kicked in the door too.
They were ready to throw a bomb into her house, just like, wait, no, that's not the right.
Whoa, you need to chill.
Get it, because I'm sorry.
Oh my god,
isn't that how Martin Luther?
Stop talking.
Okay.
No, but no, they kicked out the door and in popped Jessica Levins, the Ninja's wife, with a lawsuit.
Oh god.
On Pokimane because she's just a bad bitch. And the Pokimane was scared and shit. And Ninja, I forgot what she specifically said to Ninja, but she had like screenshots and Ninja seemed like he was like, it may have been a threat, or he may have just been telling her like, you don't want to do this, it's you're making a big mistake, But whatever it was obsolete because in their latest video, in Gideon's latest video, him and Pokimane were just hanging out, going to fast food places. At the beginning of the video, he had a whole funeral. He set up a funeral with a preacher and all this shit to bury the beef or whatever between him and Pokimane. And then in the video, they were just hanging out and shit. And they went to the restaurant, ordered everything on the menu, and they just talked about about their beef and how they're over it and shit. And he already apologized. He knew that shit was wrong and stuff. And she was saying that the only reason she said the racial slur was because she was young and didn't fully know what it meant, or the impact of it, which is what everybody says. But which I think it's I'll believe it. We'll give it the benefit of the doubt.
I won't. You know damn well that, like, PewDiePie, he said it too in PUBG and stuff. Like, damn well that even though they're just censoring themselves right now because it's in the eyes of the public, but when they're alone and they get angry at people, they're probably throwing that word left and right.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
they're on demon mode.
Yeah, they're like, "Jeez, man, God damn it!" Like, no, I don't give two shits. Yeah, no, I'm not giving them benefit of the doubt. But hey, you know, like as long as they don't say it in public and tarnish their image any further, I'll let it slide.
I mean, yeah, you just said you were just talking about Black Lives Matter throwing a bomb in someone's house, so you know.
Sorry, I thought it would be a funny joke to no,
you
you're
thought
right.
it was a funny joke.
I know, I'm sorry. That's because my humor is stupid and dark. Okay, I make bad jokes about everything.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Just like Pokey.
fuck you, man.
You know better.
God damn it. But yeah, dude, that's wild with Gideon and no, not him. Is it Ninja? Yeah, with Ninja and his wife. Can you imagine being Ninja though and waking up in the morning to look at your Twitter and see that your wife just threatened someone with a lawsuit?
Yeah, I mean, shoot.
Do you think Ninja was on board with that?
I don't think so.
So what?
Because
but then
his wife's his manager, so I don't feel like she specifically like told him. Well, no. I think he did, because I think what she texted him was about the lawsuit, or Pokemon texted him. So I think he knew at that point. But honestly, I don't really know. But I'm sure now they're really surprised now that they see that Gideon and Pokemon are, okay, they're chill now,
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's funny that all this drama, like you said, and you've said this before, is that it's entertaining to some extent. I mean, it can get annoying if it's like pushed out drama, but like these little jabs at each other, it's like what are these monkeys doing, you know?
Yeah, fucking monkeys, Oh wait. What? But anyway, so yeah, Putin, Pokemon, and Gideon, it's just getting crazy. It's just getting crazy. The only other crazy thing I know that happened this week was probably that Nintendo Direct, and that was even this week. I won't even say that was this week. That was last week, but on the 9th, the Nintendo Direct came in. I will say it was a little disheartening because, Smash Bros. Wasn't there, there was no new character we could all shit on Sakurai about,
Right.
It was just really sad. But what they did do was they brought in some good fucking news.
Yeah, they brought some surprising news too.
Because let's say like the last Direct where they had that I won't talk shit about Kingdom Hearts. I like Kingdom Hearts. Anyway. So yeah, what they brought in on the Nintendo Direct, let's talk about it. First off, we got Mario, what was it, Strikers?
Yeah, so isn't that one the soccer one?
Yes. They have so many Mario games. Now they got the soccer one.
Yeah, not gonna lie, it looks like trash.
I think that it's probably decent. Also, I think it's a little repetitive, and I don't think they need a soccer game. They should have made another, I think they should make a new I guess Mario game with, story, instead of making more sports ones.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Nintendo is kind of redundant in their Mario games and their Legend of Zelda.
Yeah. Although they don't put out enough Legend of Zelda games, I'm kidding. They really do. But, no, the only thing I didn't like about that was that it was completely overshadowed. It was completely overshadowed by the new Switch Sports, which is the third sequel in the line of sports games. The previous predecessors being the Wii Sports and then Wii Sports Resorts. What the Nintendo Switch Sports has is everything that the last two had besides the airplane simulator. But it has everything else. Plus, they're bringing back at a later date, of course. What was it? Golf, and they're adding in badminton and soccer as well, where there's a attachment that you put on your leg and you slide in the Joy-Con, and you just start fucking kicking your leg and shit,
That's a little goofy.
I don't know. I'm just kind of like.
Is it like a strap, or is it like a cardboard slip? Do you fold it up and everything?
Yeah, it's like a strap on. You just strap it on.
Right.
What?
No. It's just like Nintendo though, and they're like, why are they always releasing these extra? I don't know. I've never been a fan of like the Wii extra things for the Wii Sports and everything, and like the big pad thing that you stand on, or like the extensions. It's like, what's the point of those?
The pad thing? You mean our Wii Fitness? The Wii Fit?
What's the Wii Fit?
That's when you had the 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 step stool you had to stand on and stuff, so it could weigh your ass.
Okay, sure, the Wii Fit, but still, I never understood the point of getting extra extensions like that, and I barely understand the point in getting the whole Nintendo Switch cardboard shit.
Huh.
So
Well, I
I don't know.
mean, it kind of makes it. Well, they had to do something. They had to do something, and I feel like instead of like programming it to where you just hold the remote and you like, swing it around and shit to play the soccer, I feel like it was a good addition to kind of make it different from the other sports games by letting it attach to your leg so you can physically, you know, play like that. You know what I mean?
Right. Maybe, I guess. I'm not sure. I mean, I'll have to try it out, like, to determine whether or not I like it, at least. But from looking at it, it just it looks a little like goofy. Um, but yeah, that's pretty wild. Honestly, Wii Sports though, Wii Sports carried the Wii.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, besides Brawl, Smash Bros. Brawl, like, I will say that was absolutely amazing.
Brawl was
There
good
were,
too. I did enjoy Brawl.
yeah, no, I feel like there were a few games that were just as good as Wii Sports and stuff. Definitely that were on the Wii. Plus, of course, you could play your what do you call them, the GameCube games on that bitch too. So
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. That's one thing though they've got going for them. They used to always Nintendo. They used to always like include backwards compatibility into their consoles, and so with like Nintendo, that's why with the Nintendo Switch I was iffy to get it because it doesn't seem like they have too much of that.
yeah,
They don't have
exactly.
they don't have enough GameCube titles on the Nintendo Switch.
They don't. But I think that's like shit. So when they bought like Kingdom Hearts to Switch, like 1, 2, and 3, the cloud,
Hmm.
I was very excited for that. But now all I hear are people saying the cloud's fucked up when they're playing it.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, like, I forgot what I meant. Let me go back in my notes. I wrote it down. Shit, I don't got it in my notes. Googling it.
Okay, well, whatever. I guess we'll have to skip. But yeah. The Nintendo Direct though, it was pretty good. It had a lot of interesting, surprising titles like No Man's Sky. I'm surprised that they're trying to get No Man's Sky to run on the Switch, to be honest, because that game is huge. It's a big
That
game.
that is that is huge. And you skipped the part where I was going to talk about the cloud for Kingdom Hearts. I was just gonna say there's a lot of frame rate issues, and a lot of it's been crashing a lot as well.
Oh, okay, I see.
It doesn't really work really well on the Switch. But
Maybe that's
yeah,
some
no,
sort of
No Man's
technical
Sky.
error.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, they should probably get that fixed.
Yeah, but No Man's Sky, like I'm surprised that they're getting that game running on it. I haven't played the game, but I've seen enough of it to know it's a big game, and it's very graphically intensive. So I mean, I don't imagine many people will be playing No Man's Sky in handheld mode, or else that'll drain your battery like a motherfucker, you know.
Oh yeah, no, 100%, 100%.
And then
As well as oh, actually, shoot, there wasn't actually too many games. Besides, I remember that you really liked the Kirby one, right?
yeah,
You saw the Kirby game. Everybody, the only thing everybody remembers from that direct is
wait,
Kirby
yeah,
being that
Kirby,
car.
he's got the two-handed Gok 3000.
He didn't even use his hands. He just completely engulfed the car.
I know, you got the deep throw mode.
I I guess so. I mean, he's always had that. I've just never seen him eat an automobile before.
and a vending machine, and a paraglider, and a
Okay.
traffic cone, and a light bulb, and he has water balloon mode.
Hopefully he like consumes like like a mech suit or something, then you can play like Titanfall or Kirby anyway. But yeah, that's gonna come out. I haven't really played many Kirby games, but it seems fun. I think the one that caught my attention the most would probably. Oh, you were about to say something? I saw you.
Yeah.
You were.
Yeah,
What?
I was gonna say I'm actually a little disappointed with the Kirby game because it kind of just seems like a rebrand or a reskin of Mario Odyssey, because Mario Odyssey pretty much takes that same mechanic from Kirby where he can throw his hat at everything and become it, right? It feels like they're just that's the same as Kirby, and now it's just got the same kind of engine. So I'm a little disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, perhaps. I guess so, actually. Yeah,
yeah,
no,
we'll
Mario
have to
Odyssey.
see.
Oh, I was gonna say, the one that caught my eye the most in that direct has got to be at the end when they announced Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Okay.
Best game in existence.
Yeah, I haven't played Xenoblade Chronicles, but it looks pretty interesting. I actually recently I watched a video on a quick rundown of like the intro of the story and stuff. I don't know. I have to say the story is a little bit like goofy, but visually it all looks quite impressive. So I don't know. But you've played Xenoblade Chronicles, right?
Yeah, of course.
Well, tell me, what's it about? Like, what is it about? You know?
Well, both games. Oh, sorry, I almost forgot. Neglected X. I'm not gonna talk about X though. Both games are set in obviously different universes. And you could tell from the start, because of the beginnings. Xenoblade Chronicle 1 is about our boy Shulk. Everybody knows Shulk from Smash, but he came from Xenoblade Chronicles. Boy lives on one of two giant titans, the Mechanis and the Bionis. Bionis is a good one where all the humans live, and he is dead. And so is the Mechanis, where all the robots live.
Right.
And they both died at the same time when they were in this huge battle, God versus Lucifer, however you'd like to say it. And they struck each other at the same time, and it just locked them in just like a frozen death, to where they're not really alive, but not really dead either.
Strange. And so,
anyway,
does the actual game go into the story? Do the big Mechanis and Bionis, or whatever you call them, do they ever wake up and not be stuck?
Why do you want me to wait? Why do you ask? Is this something that you really want to know, or you just curious? Is it gonna depend if you play it or not? I'm probably gonna play.
I already said I gotta play it, so I probably shouldn't know.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it for you.
Okay, yeah, definitely though. But continue.
But yeah, anyway, so that's basically like the little start intro, and then we got our boy Shulk and stuff. He lives on the Bionis, and he's chilling with all his friends and stuff. And there's an invasion of the Mechanis. And these dudes have been living peacefully for a while.
Right.
And at one point, they find the Monado, the sword that basically can cut through, mechans. The Mechanis is robots.
What's special about the Monado?
It has a lot of powers, such as how you if you ever play Smash Bros, you know how Shulk has all those different kind of powers and stuff.
Yeah.
Those are kind of what you can use in game with the Monado. I don't want to really I'm trying not to. I don't want to spoil because it's I can't really talk about the sword too much because it'll spoil the entire game. But yeah, the whole point is that one of Shulk's friends get kidnapped, and Shulk's trying to go after her, but she got taken back to the other Titan. So the entire game, you're going through the Mechanis and the Bionis and fighting all these guys to stop whoever is controlling, the mechans, and to save his friend. So basically, that pretty much sums it up. Without spoiling, of course, there's so much more to it. But the thing I like about Xenoblade Chronicles the most is that it's a game where you open world, but if you can see it, you can basically go to it. You know what I mean?
Wow.
As
Yeah,
long as
yeah,
it's
that's pretty
on,
cool.
like, the Titans.
And they had that
Yeah.
working, and they had that running on the 3DS.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. They had it work on 3DS, they had it on the Wii U. It doesn't even ever seem like you're, like, on a Titan. It seems like you're on a planet because of how big it is. Like, whether you're at the Titan's foot, or you're at his head, or his backside, it seems like you're just, just running, living on a planet,
Strange. Don't they have like a part where you are on the back of it, but somehow it like defies gravity? I don't know. Like you should be falling off.
Yeah, that's on both of them. The thing about it is that the world building is so good because, like I said, it's like you're on a planet, and of course the Mechanics and Bionis are on a planet, but to the people on them,
Mhm.
the mechs or the planets, it's their kind of their world, their land,
Right.
So there's tribes, clans and shit, various factions, and the world building is just amazing. And same thing with Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Basically, there's these. That's gonna be technical. um, there's a new main character, and his name's Rex and stuff. And basically, how the fight system works in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is that there's blades and drivers. The driver is obviously Rex or whatever person you're playing as, and then the blade is kind of like it works like you watch JoJo, right? Have you watched JoJo? It's kind of
Nope.
like stands.
I've never heard of it.
Well, to whoever has watched, JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, blades and drivers basically work as like how stands do, where they fight for you, and you like basically just like tell them what to do, or they'll know what to do, and you just give your energy to them to fight. And Rex basically found like the god of the blades and chronostasis.
Are these the Minato blades or whatever?
No, these are actual like. I can't tell you what they actually are because that would spoil the whole story.
All right.
But yeah, you're gonna have to play it. But it's not like the Monado at all. The Monado is in a completely different like parallel universe.
Damn. Okay. Well, but what happened to Good Boy Shulk? Why is he not in the second game then?
He's in DLC. I'll say that. I can say that he's in some DLC. He's not in the actual story. But at the end of the game, it ties both of the universes together, so you won't be disappointed.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll have to check it out then. But the fact that they're making a third game, I'm wondering what they're going to do with that.
I don't know, but it has to be tied to, like, it definitely has to be tied to the first and second game. Only because there's still questions that need to be answered.
Well, like, oh wait, no, I can't. Damn. Okay, I'll get caught up, and then we'll do a whole rundown on it. Actually, maybe that'll be an episode.
It'll be a long episode, but yeah, we can do that. And of course, I haven't talked about X. I haven't really played X or know much about what it's about. Looked way more futuristic than Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2. But I didn't really ever actually care to play it, so I don't really know much about it myself. But anyway, 3 looks like it's gonna be good. Animation down to like the music. The music's the biggest part of Xenoblade Chronicles, and everybody knows that that's played it.
Interesting. All right. Well, yeah, I'll have to check it out.
Fucking fantastic. But speaking about music, can we talk about like Demon Slayer recently? I know it just ended. The season just ended, and I got completely bamboozled because everybody on fucking Twitter was saying, hashtag you're gonna see the 12 Kizuki meeting because it was a 45-minute episode. But really,
Right,
it ended
right.
up being a fucking 35-minute episode because of
I'm a little
the
salty about that. I was really hoping they would give us a 45-minute, but it's whatever.
yeah. That intro, the outro, and the preview to the next episode. Or it's not even a preview, I guess, because there was no other episode coming after, but the intro as well.
Yeah.
It
They
basically cut
no,
the
it
episode
feels a little
short.
cheap.
It did feel cheap. I feel like they should have ended it with that meeting and then start off the next season with the Swordsmith's Village arc.
Yeah,
And
no,
I
that
felt
would
like
work.
that would have been perfect. I'm hearing though that so you notice how all these episodes, like when I watch Demon Slayer, like every episode feels like a movie. I can't get enough
Well, the
because of the
animation is so
animation.
gosh dang good.
Yeah, they pull animators. So far that I've been hearing, they're pulling animators from other studios to come and help them. Like with this latest episode, they had a few animators from I forgot the studio names, but they had a few from a lot of studios come in for that one and the previous one before.
Right.
With Gyato versus Master Tension, and obviously, so I forget his name, Zenetsu, and all of them. You know what I mean? So they really they really up the ante on this season, and it's gonna be crazy what happens next season because it seems like it doesn't even seem like I heard like your reports that like the budget for these episodes was like was it 50,000 or 500,000?
Yeah, I wonder what the budget for these episodes are, and I wonder if if the budget keeps on increasing.
I think it does. I think it does. Wait a minute. Budget for Demon Slayer season 2. Let's see. Let's put. So they're saying that it was it was $1 million to 1.5 million range for all 11 episodes to be animated.
Right.
And that would definitely make sense. That would definitely make sense. Because the animation, it looked like Mugen Train. And yeah, I was right. Wait, was I right?
Yeah, no, the animation looks really
80,000 per episode. 80,000.
80,000 per episode. Jeez, I really hope they're bringing in more than that though. Getting a better profit.
They should be. I hope they are because and that's really close to like some of the My Hero Academia episodes too, because some of those were like 110,000 per episode.
For the My Hero Academia episodes?
Yeah.
That's strange because I don't know, the TV show animation in My Hero Academia is not. I mean, it's great, but it's not. They don't
fight
pull
scenes and stuff. Some of the fight scenes with the bigger like the bigger episodes and stuff of the arcs.
Right, like Deku versus
the animation
overhaul.
goes crazy. Yeah. Or like when or like when All Might fought All For One, a lot of these episodes they were going over the 100,000 mark. Same thing with Black Clover, 140,000 per episode.
Man, I didn't even know that. I'll have to watch Black Clover because people say it's getting pretty good.
It is. Oh my god. It's about to come to an end though. Same thing with like they actually did just finish Fire Force.
Oh, did they?
They finished Fire Force and they confirmed that it was a prequel to Soul Eater.
Wait, Fire Force is in the same universe as Soul Eater?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know that. I haven't watched Soul Eater. I was too young when Soul Eater was first coming out. I wasn't really big into the anime scene back then. But yeah, I'll check that one out. But I thought Fire Force was just a simple, like, all it was firefighters. That's it.
That's what I thought.
Fire Force.
And
Damn.
that's what I'm like right now. I'm currently watching I Promise Neverland, and I thought it was just about some orphans and shit, dog.
Oh no.
Demon.
Yeah,
episode
dude, the first season fucking bitch slaps you in the face. It just like whoosh with the demons. It's like Jesus Christ, man. Like it's such a shock.
Not even like I'm only on episode 2. Okay, I'm like halfway through it.
Yeah.
And I knew when the bitches looked in that truck, I knew they saw something fucked.
Yeah. Oh, nasty. But unfortunately, it dipped off in season 2 because the
manga... heard that the manga ended on season 1.
No, no, no. The manga ended way past season 1. It had whole different arcs, but the ending was also shit. So they did an anime only ending, and they made it end in season 2. But that was also a shit ending.
Oh wait, so they did animate the manga for season 2.
No, they did not animate the manga. The manga had a whole bunch of it was a much longer story. It would have taken like 3 or 4 seasons. But it still had a crappy ending, and most of the arcs were pretty meh. Like, who cares? You know, they all kind of sucked.
So it was a completely different story then
Yes, it
than
was.
was in the manga.
Yeah.
So should I just, after season 1, I should just go and read the manga?
I don't know. I think just don't read or watch it past season 1. Honestly, I mean, yeah, if you're gonna do one or the other, the manga is your best bet over the anime. But still,
No, I'm
they're
not
both
ready.
kind of like the ending for both anime and manga are kind of trash.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Well,
but
so far season 1 is crazy, so I'm gonna continue watching it.
oh yeah, definitely season 1's amazing, man. Like, I remember when I watched it, I also came into it thinking, it's gonna be like orphans getting away from some scary obsessive mom, and that turned
Yeah,
out to be
the
exactly what it
worst thing
was.
I thought that was gonna happen was that, the mom was gonna be like child trafficking or something.
Hmm.
But no.
It was even worse than that.
It's even worse.
Yeah, it was kind of the Promised Neverland is an interesting situation because it had such a good premise set up for the first season, but it was limited, I think, by its cast. Like, it really, like, they had something going good, and and they could have really pushed it further than that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like they fell short, and both the anime and the manga, and I don't understand how they fell short because they set up such a good, like, weird, artistic, scary scenario, and it was a really cool world. um I don't know, it was good, and they could have kept it going good, but then they fell short. And I think the reason why they fell short is because they're limited by the age of the cast, the fact that they're all like 5-year-olds.
That is true. They can't do like crazy shit like Levi and his Beyblade spinners and shit, you know. That was completely irrelevant. I just thought about mentioning that. I just felt like mentioning that. But
Well, it's like I don't know, it's like they're only like 12-year-old kids. Like, what can you expect them to do now that they're out in this world where everything wants to kill them and eat them? Like, if
that's
you're only 5
true.
to 12, you really can't do much. It'd be different if the cast was 15-year-old kids to 18-year-old kids. Now they're
Okay,
getting bigger and stronger.
but look at Hunter x Hunter though. Look at Gon and Killua. I guess Killua is an assassin. Oh shit. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, but those aren't normal. Those aren't normal kids.
They're normal kids. They just have powers in their world. And these dudes have
Exactly.
demons.
Yeah, they only have demons though. That's the issue.
Well, why can't they? Wait, that's completely illegal. Never mind. Anyway.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. So we'll move on though. But yeah, missed opportunity with the Promised Neverland. Like, the world they're setting up looked really cool and like artistically motivated, but they dropped it. You know, they let it slip out of their hands. But yeah, Demon Slayer was
Yeah.
really good, and I enjoyed this season. I don't know, what'd you think of it though, as for an ending?
I mean, obviously, I thought it was really well. Really well. I thought it was really awesome. Ending, like I said, I was pissed, but I
Mhm.
did like. I do like how. Oh wait, before I even say that, I will say what I don't like. Everybody's saying it's carried by fucking animation. It's not carried by animation. Animation that Demon Slayer has is a bonus, and it is very good. But the writing of the characters is done very well, and it changes how fast you really like the character. At first, I didn't really like, Zenitsu because he was just weird. But then, like, they changed that so fast once you find out Zenitsu a bad bitch. And Inosuke's just funny. Inosuke's funny as shit. I love it. I love
Yeah,
him.
I like Inosuke as well. He's funny. Tanjiro, he's boring. Very boring.
Yeah, Tangerine. I think he is different from a lot of main characters based on like
Mm,
what he's trying to do. Because he's not trying to be the best demon slayer. He's not trying to be the
no,
king of the
he is
fucking
different, but
demons or whatever.
he
He
doesn't
just
come
wants to get
across
his
like,
sister, out of this demon shit.
I know, but he's just such a they paint him as too perfect of an individual. He has no internal struggle other than I'm a good guy, and I'm the good guy, and I'm the protagonist. And like, especially when they went into his soul, and it was like perfect and amazing and warm and so beautiful that the guy was crying. It's like, no, nobody is that innocent. You know what I'm saying? Like after all the shit Tangerine was put through, he would be a hardened individual, or he would be broken by it. You know, he wouldn't just be like, smile all the way to the end. You know, like, and also he a lot of his, there's just not enough character development for him that feels like he's actually changing, because he doesn't really change throughout most of the series. He remains the same, and I don't know, that just bothers me.
No, I can see where you're coming from. I don't like how, I mean, he's really empathetic, I notice, like if I was a demon, let's say I'm a demon, and I'm going around and I kill like 50 cancer patients, and Tanjiro comes up to me about to stop me and stuff, and I tell him as I'm dying, as he kills me, or as he is about to kill me, all I wanted was some coochie, he'd probably be all like, I understand your pain,
Yeah. He'd probably start crying and be like, I know, but it's okay now. Or I don't know, some random bullshit. He'd be like sitting down, he'd cradle your head in his arms and be like, it's all right. You don't need coochie, like sex before marriage is a sin. Or I don't know, something stupid like that.
Yeah, I mean, I know. I wish he would just kill the demon and just walk away as the bitch like degenerated, and just say being a demon is for bitches. So I don't know, just something like that, and just have no empathy towards them.
Well, yeah, no, like they paint him as an over empathetic character, and I think that's kind of something that people do a lot in anime. It's always, especially Tokyo Revengers, and we'll get back to Tokyo Revengers because I just finished the first season of that, and same thing with like the first few seasons of Attack on Titan, is they make the protagonist crybabies, and it's okay to make them a crybaby, but they make them like crybabies pumped up or turned up all the way to 11. It's like to a fault almost. It's like, you're okay, you don't have to be this empathetic. I do understand crying like after the fact, or getting depressed after you did all that, but in the moment, like I don't think many people, after being put through all the shit that Tangerine was put through, would be like, I'm a nice guy now, like let me cradle you to death or something stupid like that, after this guy just tried to kill your sister, kill your friends, it ate like hundreds of people. You know what I'm saying?
That's true, but he does have his friends and his sister there to keep him in line, I'm sure if he was doing this like by himself, he probably would have gotten a little, let's say like they already killed Inosuke and all those fools, like I'm sure he would have like felt some resentment and wouldn't be as nice or empathetic.
Yeah, but he thought that Inosuke was killed.
That's true, but then Inosuke came back.
That's true, but that is why I was excited. Well, he was almost killed, but according to Inosuke, he's so flexible that he can move his heart out of the way.
Boy, he moved it. He's like Yujiro, where he moves his brain out of the way for that bullet to go through his skull. What the heck?
Jeez, yeah, no, you said it. I was gonna say, I really like the scene where Inosuke dislocated his arms to go underground.
Yeah, that was
funny.
I don't even know, like I will say, I saw somebody say on Twitter that they didn't like Demon Slayer because there was no risks or whatever because of what just happened in that episode, but I do feel like there is, because even in season 1 we see people like die and they don't come back. There's no Dragon Balls, there's nothing. I will give Inosuke the benefit of the doubt because I really like him. Like, sure, yeah, you can do that, from the shit you've already done. Yeah, I'm sure you can do that.
Yeah. Now this arc specifically, it felt a little too short. Like they ended it halfway through an entire arc, and so that's another grime I have against it. But with that whole thing that you just said about the urgency and whatnot, yeah, when Nezuko came and lit everyone on fire and saved everyone's life, that was when I was like, that's a little stupid,
Yeah, that just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, she's like poof, and then there's like, wow, we're good, we're fine, everything's chill.
No one's explained like what this is. I haven't read the manga, so obviously like you guys probably already know, but I'm still trying to figure out, like, is that actually Nezuko? Is that a demon like that's possessing her, who just has her feelings and thoughts?
It's Nezuko.
Huh.
Yeah, but no, it's like, I don't know, it's just nobody died in that whole entire battle really except for the demons. Like, it would have been...
Tenshin retired and lost his arm though.
Yeah, and his eye. But it would have been
And
better
his
if he
eye.
probably died, I think. Like, the fact that he made it out alive is like, it's a happy ending. But
I would
honestly,
have been
with
a little bit more. I would have been depressed. I don't want him to die. We already had Rengoku die, and he didn't need to. I don't feel like he needed to.
no, I think he needed to demonstrate the strength of the actual danger of the
Of the
upper
upper
12.
moons.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It really
Because
left
and
me
so I
into.
think
I sorry. I know you. I know you like interrupting black people, but like, I was gonna say like when he
Jesus
died,
Christ.
I felt like I was Tangerine and Inosuke watching that. I felt like I was in peril. I don't know
I
why.
was actually less sad. I know, I get what you're saying. I was less sad at his actual death, and I was more sad when his father was crying at his death. I was like on the brink of tears. I was like, oh my gosh, because this guy's just sitting out here. His life is a failure. He's drinking his problems away. He never said anything good to his son. His son died. He never got to say goodbye. Then freaking Tangerine comes over there and gives him his last words, and his last words weren't even like "I hate you." They were just like, "Hey, take care of yourself." And then this guy tried to drink away his problems, but there's no alcohol left. And then he just drops the bottle and he's like crying and he's like, my son. And I'm just like, oh God. It
That's
was
the.
really fucking sad.
It really was. I could imagine being a low life like him.
God damn. Nah, yeah, that really, yeah, that made me depressed. That made me more sad than the actual initial death, because the death itself, in my opinion, it was quite noble. It was very heroic and it was very intentional almost. So it's like instead of crying over it, just be happy that like this guy was willing to sacrifice his life to let the other guys get away, you know. And he
Yeah,
almost
100%.
and the fact of the matter is he put up a really good fight against upper three. Is that who it was?
The first dude, I think that was a lower moon actually. No,
No,
the dude who was the train.
no. The guy who killed Rengoku, he was the upper three.
Akaze, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Took
sure
him
he was
out.
upper three.
Took him out.
Mm-hmm. It was amazing because even if at the end of the day he died, this guy and like his fight was quite commendable. Like the fact of the matter is he was a Hashira and he was able to go almost toe to toe with one of the upper moons, and he almost took him out. And he almost killed him with the sun though. But that like the fact is that he was a human and this guy was a demon and he was still giving this guy a run for his money.
I won't say he almost took him out because the dude still had that crazy regeneration. Like it was like almost instant.
That's true,
And
but if he had
Goku
just
would have
kept
had to
him,
do something like he would have to do something where he burned him all at once, like what they did with Cell and Dragon Ball.
yeah.
You know?
No, I get what you're saying. Yeah, where he's like, take care of yourself or something, and then uses instant transmission and then explodes him.
No, oh my god, that's
I'm
not
kidding. I'm
one.
kidding.
That's
I'm
not the
kidding. I'm
scene. I
kidding.
meant the Gohan with the
Yes, I know. I
Kamehameha.
know. I'm sorry. It was funny though.
And you waited to use that. I know you were.
Yeah. Crap. No, Rengoku though. But no, his death was very noble, and it was like, man, instead of crying over this, I'm just going to be happy that that he was like able to be there to keep Tanjiro and them alive.
Yeah, I feel like it also, off screen gave the other Demon Slayers a lot of character development for themselves, knowing that this is the danger they face,
Mm-hmm.
and Muzan's intent on taking them out
Right. Oh yeah, definitely. And he got angry when that guy failed to
by Michael
kill.
Jackson.
Right, right. He got angry when what's his name failed to kill all the Hashiras, and even though he said, "Yeah, I killed one," but yeah, I'm excited for the end of Demon Slayer because or Michael Jackson, he's a bad bitch, you know. He's pretty crazy,
I know.
and I'm excited to see what happens when they actually fight him. But I am
Talking
more
about
excited.
like
Oh, sorry.
bitch. I'm talking about bitch is I wanted to backtrack back to Tokyo Revengers and Takamichi because you were
Okay.
talking about how they made like what was it, the main characters like crybabies. Now I just want to say like in season 1 of Tokyo Revengers, in his position, I understand why he's such a bitch, why he's crying. See, obviously we all know he was 26 and he was still working at a grocery store, living in a shitty ass apartment, and had no life. He goes back 12 years, back into his middle school days, and he's still a bitch. He's lame as shit. I'd be sad too. And then he sees
Fuck.
his he sees his girlfriend that he he hasn't seen in years, who also died just literally not even like a few hours ago, alive. The only person who gave a fuck about him, who's given him a chance.
Yeah, but you would think that as Tokyo Revengers went on, he would have gotten a little more hardened by it, less crybaby-esque, and he doesn't
So,
really. He doesn't really.
Because that's every time he goes back, something crazy as shit happens where his girlfriend is crushed
only-
in a car. Or
No, I get what you're
somebody's-
saying. That part got me though. That part got me. Like, imagine being in
cried.
his
Oh my
shoes
God.
there. I didn't
And
cry.
it's his
I
friend
almost did,
too.
though.
It's his friend that kills her.
Yeah, and so he gets up, his friend kills her, and then he sees if she's all right, and it seems like she's all right, and it's on fire, and he's trying to get her out, and she's like, hey, stop, and she's like half conscious, she's like, what? She's like, I can't feel my legs. He looks down, her legs are fucking crushed underneath the car. It's like,
Shit.
Jesus fuck,
Like
it's like
Pringles and shit.
No, it was just sad and it was terrible, and in that instant, I totally would have understood him being a crybaby. But he cries through the entire thing. That is his method of solving every issue. Like Draken and Mikey, they were arguing about something stupid, and they threw his bicycle, and he cried and said, "You guys are tearing this family apart," or something stupid like that. And then it fixed it, and I was like, "What the hell, man? You just got to get angry sometimes." But no, I just finished. Yeah, I just finished season 1 of Tokyo Revengers. It was great. The way it left off and everything, it was just absolutely phenomenal. I'm not going to share too much about it, so you guys need to go check it out. But
you can go ahead. You can. I just want to go into the manga.
Yeah. Okay, fine. We won't go into the manga. But at the end of season 1, it left on a total cliffhanger. So he came back. He came back to the future, and he was talking to Kisuke, right? And Kisuke is like the big bad guy, and you think that
there's spoilers for obviously.
Yes, guys. There's a lot of spoilers for Tokyo Revengers.
Yeah, for season 1.
Yeah, so he's all talking to them, Kisuke, and now he's one of the leaders of Tomon, right? And so Kisuke sits down with him, and he's like, "Hey, you remember everything that happened and blah 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 and all that?" And he's like, "Yeah, in the past." He's like, "Do you hate me?" And he doesn't answer, and the guy is like, "Well, I see. Well, I just want to say sorry. I'm sorry for everything. I regret that I did it all. I was just hungry for power and all and whatnot." And then. And you think it's fine. Like, not gonna lie, he almost fooled me there, but I was a bit skeptical. And then he was like, "Yeah," and everyone was like, "Oh, okay." Like maybe he turned over a new leaf. And then he offers them a drink. He's like, "Now let's drink to it." And the second he offered them a drink, I was like, he's still evil. He drugged that shit. And then they drink the drinks and they all pass out. And I'm like, I was right. Like, goddamn. Then Takemichi wakes up. Yeah. Then Takemichi wakes up and he freaking was pointing a gun at him. And he's saying all this random shit, and I don't even understand what he's saying or why. And then he shoots Takemichi, and then the season ends, and it's like, crap, where are they going to go with it now, It's, I don't know. I'm excited for season 2, though.
Like I said, read the manga, but also, it is insane. But I love Tokyo Revengers so much. Although I don't like how everybody looks like they're grown men. Yeah, but they're in middle school. What is this?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. Everyone looked like they were at least 18, but it turns out they're all 15, 14, 13. And I was just like, this is weird.
Yeah. Exactly. And even they don't even look much different when he goes back into the future. They just have different haircuts and they're a little bit taller.
That is true. They're a little bit taller, have different haircuts, and the only one who looks significantly different, I'd say, is him, Takemichi. But that's just because of his style of hair.
Yeah, 100%.
Interesting. But yeah, my favorite scene in the whole of season 1 was when Takemichi he actually got up and tried to fight for once in his life, and the guy stabs through his hand. That was funny. That was really funny.
I hate how Takemichi has been going back and forth from this bitch for a while now, and he's never decided to take some kind of fighting lessons from a professional teacher or anything. Karate, something. God damn.
Yeah, I was hoping actually that there was going to be a future arc or something where he actually learns karate and gets good at fighting.
Yeah, because I'm tired of seeing him get his ass beat. Well, okay, there is in the manga, there is a badass hand-to-hand fight scene with him and Kisuke, where everything I'm saying is it goes out the window because all of a sudden he knows how to fight. But you'll see that as you go through.
He fights Kisuke?
He does.
Does he kill him?
Well, him technically not, no. But you'll see. You'll see.
Interesting. Okay, yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll see.
He
But
indirectly does.
okay, that's strange. Oh no, I was gonna say that's but yeah. So like with the fighting thing too in Tokyo Revengers, I don't understand how these guys are like 13, 14, and like Draken, and yet they're able to like take on 100 men or something, 50 men at once. And then you look at
Well,
Mikey,
also,
and
like
he's
I
like a
said,
total
remember, like,
beast.
there are, like, hundreds of those kids that are just, like, Takamichi who don't know how to fucking fight, and they're just in this game because they think it's fucking cool.
Right, right.
So, people, like, freaking, like, there's this one kid that gets, like, Super Saiyan Blue, and I'm all like, how? There's no powers in this world. How does this dude have blue hair all of a sudden because he got mad? Hold up.
Wait, seriously?
And
What do you mean?
oh wait, never mind. Sorry, I'm not gonna spoil
I'm
that.
looking this up
But
now.
like, people like Smiley and freaking Draken and Mikey that know how to fight, and Pachin and all of them,
Mhm.
they could easily take out a bunch of those kids because they just don't know how to fight. So that's how like it seems like it'd be like impossible odds. But if you were in the same situation and you knew some crazy ass martial arts and knew actually how to fight, you'd understand like how different it is when you're
I don't
actually
think you'd be able
fighting.
to take on like 50 men though.
No, but they have like what? They had like at that point like 100, right?
What? Who?
They,
The
come on, they
Tomer?
had like at least 100 people,
Yeah, they had 100 people, but still, I mean, like, I don't know.
and they
Draken,
absorbed freaking what was it? The
Valhalla.
one with Valhalla, yeah.
Yeah, all right. I guess that makes sense, but still, like, honestly, I'd say it's hard enough for people to even get out of a single duel. Like, if anyone who's been in a duel or a proper fight with just a one-on-one, like, you don't just walk away from that typically and go on to the next fight unless your life like severely depends on it.
That is true. That is true.
Like, one
That
fight is
is.
enough to completely rock someone's shit.
Oh yeah, 100%. Unless you're Takamichi, then you somehow keep, just surviving and going on.
Or Mikey, because he's apparently a badass.
Dude, Mikey's a god for some. He got Ultra Instinct. He got these He kicks someone and they die.
Wait, really?
Oh, yeah. You remember on the on the car tower? Remember?
Yeah, but
At the end of the
I didn't think he killed anyone.
Bro, dead. Favorite character is Kazutora. I love him. We're gonna beat the shit out of you till you're dead.
Oh yeah, isn't that the guy? Isn't that the cool guy with the blonde and black hair?
Yeah.
He's all right. He seems a little mentally unstable.
Oh yeah, he's crazy. Yeah, no, he is absolutely insane, dog.
I see, but yeah, the my only grime I'd say against Tokyo Revengers at the moment with the anime is the animation has a few hiccups here and there. So like the eyes look a little more angular than I would prefer.
Oh,
But
you're really you're paying close attention. Too
yeah,
close.
I'm sorry. I got real invested in it, and like when I do that, especially it's always the eyes too with animation. If you have really good eye tracking, and that's what I've noticed in really good animation. If you have like really good eye movement and like the pupils like they flicker around a little bit like an average one a real pupil would do, then it's like I'm like damn that's so cool. I don't know why. I have a heavy appreciation for it, you know.
I feel that. I feel that.
Yeah, and but let's see. But
Oh,
yeah,
I wanted to actually bring up too about what were you gonna say first? Because I was actually gonna get to the last thing I had to say.
Yeah, I was gonna say, speaking of animation, that kind of goes hand in hand with your next topic, right?
Yeah.
So
So
do
lately
tell.
there's been this.
Sorry.
So recently by recently I mean like the past year and stuff.
Mhm.
The hashtag New Deal for Animation has been going around. It's been trending. Basically, what is happening is just animators wanting their right to be paid better and have more flexible, well, not even flexible, but more time to, work on projects. Dana Terrace created the Owl House, this animation herself, and she actually recently posted on her story a statement from what's his name? David. who he says he did animation for Star vs. the Forces of Evil back in 2015.
Right.
So what David posted, and this I'm just gonna like quote what he said, but he said he had 6 weeks to, and you already know the animation studios, from Disney, so he had 6 weeks to make an 11-minute episode, split with his partner, and that in 11 minutes, I'm pretty sure that was, obviously like the animation, the dubbing of it with the actors,
it's a pretty
and just
lengthy
editing.
process.
Sounds and all that shit. Yeah, it's a lengthy process, so you need a few weeks to get that done. But then, Disney was all like, they need 5 weeks now, so they shortened the time they had to work on the show. So now they have less weeks, and they still have to work an 11-minute episode. They're still getting paid the same, and then it got shortened into 4 weeks. And like I said too, that's just between him and his partner. So anyway, like I said, so I just had a complete brain fart as I was reading that.
That's all good,
But yeah, no. So, and that's not just even with them. There's been a lot of studios that have been getting the same thing happening to them, where the studios are requiring the animators to make these lengthy episodes in like a short amount of time, or they give them long amounts of time and then shorten it as weeks go on, but still pay them the same, and the pay's not even that great. And these dudes have, their own lives and families, houses and groceries to pay for, but they love doing their job and love animating these shows for us. I'm sure we all like Gravity Falls and all these shows that are coming out, Disney, anime, all that shit. But we don't actually think about like what's going on behind the scenes with the animators that are animating them. Such as like the director for Attack on Titan recently said in a tweet that it was his first day, like in the past 3 days, where he got to go home and see his fucking kids. And I thought that was pretty insane, because we joke about Mappa, being a sweatshop, but you don't really think that until they start saying it and shit.
Yeah, no, Mappa, they were holding his family at gunpoint through those 3 days, probably.
Yeah. So, anyway, new deal for animation. Right now, they're just trying to talk with the union about upping pay and making shit more flexible for animators, so they can continue doing what they love, but also get compensated fairly for it.
I see. Huh, interesting. I didn't even know. Well, I mean, I always knew that was happening in like Japan. I didn't realize that was happening with some of these Western studios who are actually make like, who make like Disney cartoons and whatnot. So, I guess you learn the more you know, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, absolutely. And like, they'll do this for cartoons too, that, like, I'm sure they did it for cartoons that they've, canceled and shit too. Like, for example, with like Owl House, main characters were like LGBT. It didn't fit in the Disney's brand, so what they did was, instead of like saying like they canceled the series, season 3 they decided to make it 3 episodes instead of 20 like they normally do, but the 3 episodes are going to be 45 minutes long.
Right. 3 episodes would be 45 minutes long. That's pretty. That's not bad,
finished. Right? Well, the thing is, they have to wrap up the entire season, all the lore and shit, because you know how Disney loves the lore-based shows and shit, but they don't like how it attracts adults instead of the teen and child audience that they originally tried to attract.
Why do they not like that?
Probably doesn't fit into their brand. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I don't understand that.
Yeah, me neither. But that's just the thing. I don't know. I like if they did something like that for Gravity Falls with their 3rd season. Would you like that? Because I certainly wouldn't. There was so much shit that needed to be like covered.
Gravity Falls isn't going to have a 3rd season though.
It did. What are you talking about?
Oh, it did? Oh yeah, it did. Crap. I thought it only had 2 seasons. No, it did. No, okay, I guess I get what you're saying. Yeah, because then it condenses it more. You don't get as much, and the pacing's a little more rushed.
Yeah, and plus they're going to be rushed as well when they're animating it, because Disney needs it out by a certain time.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. That's I don't know. That's a little iffy, but that's no good. They're working those people like slaves. I hope that they figure out a better way to make it more efficient or make it more easygoing on the actual animators, because animation is no easy task, you know.
No, it really is not. But we love it and we appreciate them, and that's why we have to spread it around. When you see it, do your hashtag New Deal for Animation, get the awareness out there. That's how you can help.
Yeah, definitely. But past that, I think that's about everything we had planned for this episode, don't you think?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, anyway, but yeah, so we covered some pretty good topics, anywhere from Ukraine, coconut, and whatnot, and all the way to animation, and some current events. So sorry guys, we didn't have another guest on this week, but just I thought that it'd be nice to take a week to just kind of sit down and go back to the old format a little bit to give us a little breath of fresh air. But we'll definitely have a guest on next week, so look forward to that. If you like our stuff and you want to give us any suggestions, you can send us an email to our email down below. It should be in the description. And if you want to keep up to date on some of our new episodes, then click subscribe and hit the bell icon down below or something.
Definitely on YouTube,
Yeah, definitely. And past that, I guess you guys just have a good day, right?